flawless victory. Your niggas can't do shit to me physically, lyrically, hypothetically, realistically.
Almost a month ago, I did a video about Australia's military twerk team, and, well, you know what they say about those who live in glass houses, right? Because America said, hold my beer. When I enlisted in the Army, it was in 2001, and the theme that they were going with was Army of One. Enter the military and become a badass. A one-man army, you know? When I got to basic, my drill sergeant hated it. He was like, yo, Army of One my ass. We need each other. Like, yo, you are part of a unit. Like, I hate this Army of One crap. So I can only imagine what's going through those sergeants' mind from even that time when it comes to all of this touchy-feely, emotions-based. Y'all thought I was kidding, huh? Y'all thought I was kidding when I said we now have feminist overlords. My guys, no, not at all. But there's one for each and every one of these individuals. And because I am a black guy, a particularly American descendant black guy, we're going to go with the black guy story. Let's get to it.
Back in Haiti, I used to walk.
Whoa, okay. Haitians, we need to talk, because I'm from a town called Erickson, New Jersey, which has a stupendous amount of Haitian population. And every year they celebrate Haitian Independence. I mean, if you go down quite a few months back, I even covered the BLM bullshit that they were doing in my hometown. And so when it comes to Haitians, they, as a group, not individually, but as a group, Haitians tend to look down on descendants and like, oh yeah, well, we got our independence and all this other shit. It's like, dude, they refuse to acknowledge the fact that Haitians, you were conquered as well, okay? There's a reason you have to celebrate Haitian independence in the United States of America. And that's because, well, back home, that all the flags and the pomp and the circumstance and shit, yeah, that's nothing but mud pies and like dirt water, because the Clintons and, you know, to an extent, and other special globalistic interests really had their way with your homeland, okay? Like, as much as you like to sit here and like, yeah, Haitian got its independence and all this other shit way back in the day. Yeah, look at you right now, because you're right now, I mean, it's a somewhat of a disaster, all right? So I just wanted to point that out right quick. But we also need to highlight that until somebody opens their mouth, right, you can't tell where they're from or anything else like that. So whereas until he said he was from Haiti, you're like, oh yeah, that's just another black guy, another descendant. So he can go out there and scream BLM, BLM, BLM. But that's, once again, not his history. Let's keep going.
Miles down unpaved roads to school every day. So when my family had the opportunity to move to Florida, it opened my eyes to a new world.
Yeah, you got to America and got plumbing and everything else like that, and unpaved roads were gone, and you were in Florida, which, let's be real, for as crazy and as batshit as Florida is, Florida's also pretty awesome because it's crazy and batshit. God bless the USA.
A world that I would one day want to defend.
Ricky! I can only think about Boys in the Hood right now. Like, when Morris Chestnut and he got shot and shit, and Cuba Gooding was just screaming, Ricky! Like, sorry.
First generation immigrant, I was amazed by what was normal in the U.S. Simple things like well-kept grass and smooth roads were a huge deal.
So, you know, I mean, be grateful for everybody that, like, because honestly, I don't know Ricky. I don't know. If he did this shit, if he's doing this woke shit, I know he's a part of that, you know, socialist cabal, that socialist communist cabal, and pushes the BLM narrative and all this other stuff. Like, oh, this country's been so terrible. Ricky, Ricky, cut the shit. And honestly, this goes for everybody. I don't give a damn what your skin color is. I don't give a damn where you came from or anything else like that. A lot of ass whoopings took place for you to be, oh my goodness, I'm just so clean and nice around here. Like, yeah, don't fuck it up. That's my whole problem with all of this shit, is that it's an open and blatant attempt to jack up shit that you had absolutely no hand in building. And neither did your ancestry, okay?
Seeing my parents succeed in this world was humbling, showing me that hard work and determination goes far. I didn't realize how far it would eventually get me. I initially joined junior ROTC to get out of gym class, but it was...
Right? See, I mean, like, oh my goodness, everybody, like, why did you join this, that, and third? Like, yo, your brainwashing started way early, my G.
much different than I expected. It was actually more physically demanding and disciplined than gym, and I even had to wear a uniform. But something about it was more interesting. It was empowering to feel like a part of a team, and I started taking it more seriously.
Yeah, and once again, like, honestly, when I was in high school, fuck ROTC, bro. I was doing my thing. Like, ROTC I didn't mind gym, and I wasn't going to use that as an excuse for like anything else, for any of that nonsense. But when it comes to, our military, and I'm somebody who actually did enlist and serve as well. This was after that time, and I went in because, shoot, man, I'm trying to make legit money, and I ain't trying to really make an hourly wage. That's the reason a lot of people entered, as opposed to joining ROTC and getting that, like, I hate to say it, but indoctrination early, as far as what the actual job of the military is, which is to secure America's interests, not particularly to secure our freedoms, because our freedoms are supposed to be secured by the Constitution. But
than I ever expected. But it was one day during a 9/11 ceremony, I started seeing the Army in a new light.
Yeah, because like the country had been attacked, and once again, everybody was sold on this idea. When not a 9/11 ceremony, dude, I was in basic training during 9/11, my friend. I gotta say, no, we got played. We got played really hard when it came to all of the information that we were sold by the media. And after that attack, it really did open up this emotional, this emotional wound with the country that has been getting picked at, and has been really used in the course of the 20 years since 9/11 to really allow a certain element to infiltrate and really aim to destroy this nation from within. And it sucks. And honestly, the thing about a lot of these stories, right, is that these are people who don't really fully understand what they're doing, particularly when you get them as young as apparently they'd gotten Ricky here.
Over 3,000 students lined the walls and the balconies of my school. My whole community was there, including firefighters and service members from every military branch. The silent show of respect for this country was deafening.
Touching shit, for real. But once again, it's emotional. It's not logical. And if you logically look at the past 20 years since 9/11 and all that sentiment that we put forward and all those great paved roads that now there is an element within this country that wants to destroy, I'm sorry, guys, but, yeah, this was nice, this was sweet, and all this other good shit, but, have you really been paying attention to what you've been doing ever since? Because, hashtag 9/11, never forget. Yeah, we forgot.
I was now determined to defend this nation that I called home. To not only be a citizen, but a soldier as well. I am U.S. Army First Lieutenant Ricky Desir, and I enter my calling.
Golly, there's so much estrogenics in this. Like, honestly, I would prefer the twerk team. I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer the twerk team as opposed to this woke bullshit. Ricky, you are one of millions. You're emotionally vulnerable, and you brought into a whole stack of lies that continue to this very second. But with that being said, boys, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you like it, so also to like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody scared of yourself. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day, share it, because sharing is caring, and YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the big fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go into the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, this is rather ridiculous, okay? Like, all of this. It's like, yeah, the propaganda has just been so damn strong, and it's sort of like with the vaccine, they're overdoing it. Like, they overplay their hand every single time, and that's a part of female nature, not particularly knowing when to say chill the fuck out. But hey, you may disagree. That's what my comment section's for, and until the next one.
Men, we don't know what we did.